What's good, tribe? You know? We live in a world, gentlemen, ladies, we live in a world where what used to be tolerated can no longer be tolerated. We used to live in that kind of world. It's like 90 degrees, so I'm hot, right? I just haven't cut the air on. This young lady, so this happened 2-3 days ago. This young lady, when she had her daughter, she was 15. She's probably like 25, 26 now because her daughter's 9, 10 years old. Her daughter goes to her dad's house, and according to the story, shout out to the family TV. I'm gonna put the link to their channel in the description. So I'm getting a story from the family. So her daughter says, "Hey," text her mama at 1-2 a.m. in the morning. This is in Alabama, I think. And Alabama. The daughter says, "Hey, mom, I need you to come get me." The mom, off with her friends, right? Because the daughter's at the dad's house. So the mom's like, "My daughter's safe. Let me go have a good time." Who wouldn't do that? So the mom says, "Okay, what's going on?" The number texts back and say, "I didn't mean to text that. My fault. I'm good." Now, if you're a parent, right? If you're a parent, that don't make sense to me. If my baby girl texts me and say, "Hey, I need your help," and then text back, "No, I'm good," wrong text, I'm coming to get you. I don't give a goddamn what you say. I'm coming to wherever the location is. I will be there. I will be there with a whole bunch of other people and lights. I'm coming. Unfortunately, this young mother, because assuming that the daughter's safe with her father, she didn't go that far. She said, "You know what? Maybe it was a mistake. I'm gonna leave it alone." The baby then comes home and tells the mom that her father tried to make her suck a adult toy, right? And then described the toy and the color of the toy to the mom. The mom is livid. Like I said, I'm gonna put the video in the description box. The mom livid. She ain't having it, right? Why am I talking about this, man? I often tell women, it is not safe. If you're a single mother with daughters, it is not safe. I don't give a damn what anyone told you. It is not safe to have your child around random ass men. It is not safe. It isn't. It is not. Now, some people will say, "Well, not all men." Listen, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your child is 90% more likely to suffer assault from your boyfriend. 90%. 90% likely for that to take place. Some kind of assault. Some kind of SA. My heart breaks because there are families who this will happen. The aunt, the uncle, the stepdad, the cousin, the somebody touching the family member, and then people will know this, and instead of saying something, they'll keep their mouth shut because they don't want the person who was a goddamn demon to be exposed for being a demon. And as a father, I understand that makes sense to me. Like, bro, I get that, right? Okay, you should be exposed. Now, let me make that clear. The part I understand is my baby has said X, Y, and Z took place. I'm believing my baby. I don't raise liars. Speaking from my perspective, her daughter doesn't lie about shit like that. Like her daughter isn't even around enough people to make that shit up. The mother knows this about her daughter because she doesn't have her daughter around those kind of men at all. As a matter of fact, according to the mom said she don't even have men, random ass men, come to her place. which is absolutely intelligent for a single mom. It is. It doesn't. I get it. There's a lot of women who will say, "Well, my boyfriend isn't like that." Your boyfriend isn't like that. Okay. We don't know that. You don't. It is safer to not even do it, man. It is safer to not even attempt it. 90%, which means that means 1 out of every 10 guys that you around are not going to. That means 9 of the 10 will. According to the statistics, your child, I think the stats say 85 to 90% likely to be SA'd. Single mother children have children who are 90% likely to be SA'd by someone in their family. So if you're a single mom, the likelihood of this is massive. It's absolutely massive. And what's sad is, especially in the black community, this shit never gets out. They never say shit. Ever. My aunt was molesting a bunch of us. A bunch of us. And instead of her mama, which would be my grandmother, I don't call her my grandmother. Instead of my grandmother's acknowledging that my aunt was a goddamn monster, everyone was quiet about it. Right? No one said shit. So this shit perpetuates. And it keeps going. No. Shame them. Whoever it is. I don't give a damn who it is. Shame them. That's what's wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. And then let them live with that shame for the rest of their life. Yes, there is something wrong with you. Your child, this woman's child, went to her father's home. Her father's home. Her father went to her father's home. And this happened. How many women have their children around men you know there's something wrong with this man? You know there's something wrong with this man. And instead of you going, you know what? I don't trust you. I don't trust, like there's a whole bunch of people I just don't trust. I'm sorry that my life is like that now. Well, I'm not really sorry, but it's unfortunate that my life is like that now. But the babies remain safer if I don't trust people, right? This is this man's daughter. This is this, as a father, and then as a father, how do you get to that point? How do you get to that point as a father to make that okay in your mind? So the mother of the child, right? I think her child's name is Scarlett, right? So the baby girl tells the mother is not like, look, bro, if I find you, it's going down. The father then finds out, the father name, according to the story, the father name is Mr. Mr. finds out that people know, or the mom heard of the allegations, right? Because nothing yet been proven, right? So according to the mother, this was taking place. So according to the mother, she hears that the dad, Mr., he's crying and he's puking. He ain't crying and puking because he's innocent. He crying and puking because shit done came out and he's scared. He's terrified. Listen, he crying and he's scared because people found out now he's a damn monster. You're a pedophile. They found out what you are. Now you scared. Because now it's going to be out for everybody. Now we know what you are. Right? And as a result, I haven't watched the full thing. I think I like 10 minutes left in this video. I haven't watched the full video yet. But up until this point that I watched, like 27 minutes of the video, you have to wonder, like, what broke it in him that makes him believe he can do that to his daughter? Now, here's the important thing, right? Also in this video, the mom claims that this man has been around other girls, which means he's done this to other children. Now, his daughter is 9 years old, which means he's definitely, for sure, if the allegation that the mom making is true, let's say everything she said is true, all of it's true, just for the sake of argument. Everything she alleges is true. If what he did to his daughter is true, and the baby girl isn't lying, that man 100% definitely did that to other children. That don't just happen all of a sudden. These people don't just all of a sudden do this. They've been doing this shit for a long, long, long fucking time, and they have not got caught yet. And as a result, they think they're invincible, and they feel like they can get away with it because nothing's happened yet until they get exposed. He's now exposed unless they actually arrest him for this crime and he goes to prison for it. Unless that happens, he will do it again for sure. They don't know how to stop unless they're made to stop. Something has to make them to stop. And it depends on what that something is. For him, it may be, something has to make him stop. And as a father, man, it is so important, bro. It is so important. You have children, that you raise your children, that you are actively in their life. Luckily, the mama got common sense. Baby girl is young. I think mama's like 25, 26 years old. She's a baby, the mama, right? She young as shit. The mama is not an idiot. Shout out to her, man. This woman is on her man, listen. I hope that woman does not find that man. I pray that she don't find that man. That man, I'm going to put the video in the link. The link to the video in the description. She is serious. And she should be. That's her baby. I couldn't imagine my baby girl calling me, telling me XYZ took place. I have to confine you now. Now I have to confine you. Bro, I've been to prison twice. I would definitely go back to prison protecting my babies 100%. And I would not apologize for it. I wouldn't say I'm sorry for it. And I would never, ever, ever not protect my babies. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine as a father. Could you imagine that baby having to experience that with her father? Of all damn people, your daddy? Fathers, it is imperative. It is absolutely imperative that you protect your children from everyone. From everybody. If you can't protect your child, man, you're not willing to protect your child, don't have children. Don't have children. My son has a friend who's associated with a young man. The young man has been known to touch children. I can't wrap my mind around being around somebody like that. Right? And the man has done this repeatedly. We're having a conversation and the guy comes up. And as we're talking about it, the young lady, she, for whatever reason, doesn't want to talk about what the alleged, it comes out that this isn't alleged. He actually was convicted of several of these crimes. So he's convicted of SA of several people, even children. This particular incident, he was trying to, he was masturbating to a child, and some of his male liquids end up on the child, like the child's shirt. Comes out when they test it that it's his. He says, oh, he must have used it one time when he was, right? So they're like, why not use, then the conversation came up like, okay, why not do this, that, and the third? Oh, and then of course, he had an answer for everything. Why are y'all around people like that? Like, why is he still around y'all? And then no one had enough balls to call him out for being what he is. I respect mother. I respect women. Fathers, you should be doing this automatically. But I hugely respect women who call that shit out and mean it. Yeah, you trash. You all the way trash. You trash. You sick. And then let his ass sit in that. Let him sit in that. Yeah, you sick. You know you sick. and have his ass know, you know he's sick. He can't do nothing but accept it. He can't do nothing but accept it. But this lane, they knew what this man was, and they kept this man, and instead of saying something, it was, well, he's family. Oh, well, he's this. He's a goddamn monster. These people are animals. They need to be put down. Like you do a rabid dog, same way. Exact same way. What my man say, JD Delay, right? Listen, wood chipper, I'm all for it. Wood chipper, I'm all for the wood chipper joint. I'm all for the wood chipper joint. To not say nothing. So now, right, now the dad, he's pissed because his daughter spoke up. She should have spoke up. I'm so glad she did. Luckily enough, now there's other children, other little girls saying he did things to them as well. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Imagine the kind of strength it takes to say, this happened to me. As a father, man, I can't imagine how betrayed you would feel that your father did this to you. Your father did this to you. The one person whose job it is to protect you from all the rest of the monsters of the world, it is your obligation and duty as a father to protect your children from everything and everyone. That is your number one job as a father. And the one man who should be protecting you isn't protecting you. Shout out to the mama, man. Look, baby girl did her thing. She actually is holding this man accountable. And so she went, according to the video, again, I'll put that link in the description. She go Facebook Live, telling everybody, right? People are like, oh, trying to call her like, hey, X, Y, and Z. And another thing, before I go over to that. In the video, right? People are trying to get her to get off live saying this. Your niece, your grandchild, your whoever the hell, the baby comes home, tell her mama, my daddy did X, Y, and Z. Now, fortunately, he didn't pull out his own junk or touch her in any kind of way. He just showed her a toy and tried to get her to put it in her mouth, right? Which is in itself disgusting. I'm not saying that because he didn't do those things that this thing isn't really that bad. The whole damn thing is just nasty, right? So, luckily he didn't do those things. However, people are saying, well, if that's all that happened, then it's not so. What? What? Yes. Expose the shit out of him. Hell yeah. Yes. If you didn't want the world to know you was a goddamn monster, don't be a monster. That's it. And as a father, so the rumor, or according to the baby mama, this young lady, I don't know her name. I hate calling her that. But this young lady, she is saying that he's done this to other girls. Imagine being the fathers of those other children. If this actually comes out that he did these things to these babies, imagine being the dad to those other baby girls. And ain't no telling what he did to them. The fact that there are people on her live trying to call her and get her to not expose this is insane. Some of y'all would do anything but to protect monsters. Some of y'all are demons, y'all goddamn self, and you ain't man, you ain't got the balls enough to stand up to these people. Well, they're family. Well, they're this. Well, they're that. That shit's sick. That shit's sick as shit. And I'm happy that this woman's calling this man out for being a sick monster. Yeah, you sick. As a father, I couldn't imagine that. Because my mind would go to, hold on, wait a minute. My daughter's been around him. Now again, I haven't seen a whole story. I've only seen up to 27 minutes. The family he has the video is 34 minutes and 22 seconds long. So I've only seen up to 27 minutes and 34 seconds of it. I haven't watched the rest of it yet. So I don't know the conclusion of this. But what I know is, as a father, hearing that, my mind goes to, now I have to find you. Now I have to find you. If I call the police, it's to make sure they can at least give me a location. Right? Hey, did you see him? No, I did not see him. What you doing with that drum? That's full of fertilizer, and I gotta bury it in my backyard. I've never seen them. Like, it's gonna be so tragic. As a father, man, I could not imagine having to now explain to my baby why I failed protecting you from these monsters. Your mom failed you from protecting you from these monsters first. I definitely failed you because I should have been there to raise you. So I definitely failed you. And as a father, I will put that on myself first. I won't put that on anyone else. I wouldn't put it on the mama, the grandma, grandpa. I won't put that on nobody else. As a father and as a man who holds myself to a higher standard, that's 100% my fault. And it could be because the baby mama was like, no, I don't want you around your child. I still will hold all that weight on me because I should have been there for you. I should have been there to raise you. I should have been there to protect you. I should have been there to teach you. Bro, I could imagine that, man. I could not imagine that, man. As a father, gentlemen, as a father, it is your job, it's your duty, your obligation to protect your children. Well, I'm happy that this the young lady is actually calling this man out to everybody, even his family, which I love the most. Because his family is like, don't tell nobody. We don't want nobody to know. Okay. I'm so sick of this, y'all. I'm so sick of this. I got some more videos coming, man. I'm going to end this one. But look, I'm going to put, shout out to the family. I love your channel, brother. I'm going to put the link to this video in the description so y'all know what I'm talking about. And fathers, protect your children. Be in their life. They need that. Your children need you. I don't give a damn what the baby mama say. Your children need you. Mamas, be more mindful of who you have your children around. Be more fully mindful. Fully mindful. And if somebody tell you somebody ain't right, they ain't right. Believe it. I don't give a damn. I'm out, tribe. Peace.